Ahoy hoy my friends, welcome back to Sjintech Space Rescue and welcome back to the compound. Now you'll remember last episode we built our energy cube, a cool little structure to hold the energy cube, and we used some of the sheep over there to make some wires to hook up the turbines, the wind turbines, to our energy cube, and that means we got a whole bunch of power. Now I ran out of wire before I could hook up of the wind turbines, but I fixed that problem now. I got some more wire, I've hooked it up to the energy cube, and also I've upgraded the energy cube twice to an elite energy cube that can hold much more power and I think probably output even more power too. But also we've got power coming down from the Tower of Power 2 now, so what we need to do is something with that as well, because we're going to need, I think, a compressor to start making the parts we need to make a launch pad, because that's right guys, we're going to go into space and we're going to rescue SIPs once and for all, and to do that we're going to need a rocket and a launch pad. So let's get about trying to make that. Right, so what do we need to do this episode? Well, if our goal is a launch pad, let's see exactly what it is that we need to do to get one. Now, launch pad. I wish I had Zips around. He was a bit of a jerk, but he did know how to make a launch pad. Let's see. Rocket launch pad, that's what we need. So we're going to need, some compressed iron and some blocks of iron to make 9 rocket launch pads. All right, and they go together to create a kind of multi-block structure that is one launch pad. So how do I make compressed iron? I need an ingot compressor. Oh man, and an ingot compressor. Oh, I can use coal to power an ingot compressor, so that's okay. I can also use an electric ingot compressor. That's cool too. So let's see what we need to do to make an ingot compressor. Compressor. Right, now I'm going to use an electric compressor because I've got power from the wind turbines, so I won't waste any precious coal. So whoops, I'll press R, and that is made using some advanced wafers, some compressed bronze, some compressed steel. Oh man, and how do you make compressed steel and bronze? Or advanced wafers? We need a circuit now I remember. A circuit fabricator for the wafer, but also for the compressed steel, we're going to need an ingot compressor. So basically, we need to make an ingot compressor before we can make an electric compressor. So I'll need an anvil, some copper, some aluminium, loads of aluminium, but I've got loads of that, so that's no problem, and a basic wafer. And a basic wafer is a circuit fabricator. So we need a circuit fabricator first up. Right, so a circuit fabricator is some aluminium wire. I should have enough left over. A furnace, some aluminium, buttons, levers, and a redstone torch. Okay, let's get on that. So I'll just print off some aluminium ingots first. It's at the bottom, so I'll need, let's see, probably a few. So I'll just grab up about 6, I reckon. Oh, lovely ingots. Oh yeah, I love watching that pink gloop drip out of the smeltery into these ingot casts. Oh, it's just so awesome. One of my favorite things about Minecraft mod packs is just how beautiful some of the multi-block machines can look. And I really can't wait to get into big reactors when we move to the new mod pack. Well, okay, there's the aluminium. Now I just need the furnace and the rest of that jazz. Right, so I've got everything I need. I need to use the stone to make some buttons. Then we put a button on the left, a button on the right, a redstone torch at the bottom, furnace, a lever. Have I got the wire? Yes, I do. 1, 2, and the final piece of the puzzle is aluminium ingots in the top left and the top right, and bam! Circuit fabricator. Sweet. So let's put this down, and my hunger's getting quite low. So I'm going to indulge in this gelatinous slime that I prepared from the slime factory. It takes a lot to fill up my hunger bar, but I do literally have like 20 stacks of it now. So it's a really renewable source of food. And that's a good idea, actually. You guys can copy this Slime Island build that I've got on your own worlds that use this mod pack, and you'll have an infinite source of gelatinous slime, which is a great crafting material for tools and stuff, but it's also great for food. Right, so let's put a compressor down, or a circuit fabricator down, and see what it needs, because I think this thing needs power. That's right, we need to get some power from our Tower of Power. Now what I'm going to do is, I'll show you guys, because what I did is, I hid the wire. Let's just get this back. Oh, there we go. Bit of lag there. Now, the wires were a bit ugly on this thing. They were climbing up the side of the mountain, So what I did was I dug underneath and I hid the wire inside the mountain. So now you can see there's no ugly wire working its way up the cliffs. It's all hidden underneath the rock inside the mountain. And then I chased some wire, even more wire, down from the elite energy cube that we got there, all the way down to the compound. And that comes out down here. But now what we need to do is make a small little building for some of the cool machines that we're going to need to power up so that we can get compressing and fabricating circuits. So, you know what that means, guys? That means it's time to build.
Right, time to build a machine room. I know I said I wanted this to be a small room, but the truth is I don't know how many machines we're going to want in here in the end. And if we're upgrading our mod pack eventually, then I want to make sure I have plenty of space inside here to fit all the crazy machines I might be required to make. I wanted to also build it close to our tower of power. I'd need to ship power from there, so distance was key. With that in mind, I put down a wooden oak floor over the area the wire is fed into the compound, and then I used some stone bricks on the corners for some framework and then filled in the gaps.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty sweet build. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Now, I wasn't able to put as much detail on this building as I liked because I could only work with what primitive building materials I had at hand. But it is a pretty cool looking basalt brick, stone brick, marble brick, and I used, I think that was it spruce? Yeah, that's right, spruce wooden planks on the roof to cap it off. Right, so what I need to do now is feed through my aluminium wire from the tower of power into the machines factory. Now, I'm going to need some more aluminium wire to get that from A to B. So what I need first is a bunch of aluminium ingots. So I'll just press those out of the smeltery, grab up some of these, hopefully enough to lead the aluminium wire all the way to our new machine factory. 1, 2, 3. Now that's probably enough. Let's see how much I've got. 12. Okay, and now I need wool as well to make the aluminium wire. So I should have some of that lying around. Yep, there we go, light grey wool. That'll do just the trick. Now, will 29 be enough? Probably. So let's get underneath the factory and see if we can get hooked up to the power. Right, now, where did the wire come out? I think it went somewhere underneath the factory, so let's see. If I dig down using my slime hatchet, I should be able to find out where the wire went and feed it up through the bottom of the factory. That's a bit laggy, so stuff takes a while to show up. Okay, now where is that wire chamber? So we just need to dig around now until... There it is! Oh yeah, that's the ticket, right. So let's just grab up some of this wire. And let's see, the factory is right here. So what we need to do is bring the wire along here. I'm just going to dig along this way. And I can luckily use the mini-map to work out where I am in relation to the factory. And we should be at the back now, so if I just dig along this way, I can feed the wire up into the machine factory. Oh yeah, this is going to be so sweet. Oh yeah, here's the wooden roof. Right, so the wooden floor. So I can just dig up here. And bam, I'm at the corner of the factory. Oh yeah, perfect. So I'll just use, I'm going to have plenty of wire. Oh yeah, I don't know why I was worried. So I'll just plonk this down like this. Oh yeah, and I'll feed this all the way underneath along here. And what I can do is I can just put my machines all the way along this wall. Eventually, but what I'll do now is just for the time being, put the one machine down. Now we're going to have a ton of machines in here, but for the moment, all we really need is the circuit fabricator so that we can make the compressor. So let's see, if I plonk this down here, is this going to work? Oh, fingers crossed, guys. Is it going to get power? Status idle. And it's not getting any power. Why is that? Now, does the wire have to... Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Now, maybe the wire has to come in from the side. Let's try that. Is that working? Oh, yeah, it's connected. Sweet. So is there any power going in? Doesn't say so. Why is that? Let's double check. Everything should be hooked up, but maybe there's a loose link somewhere. Now, everything is in there, except it doesn't quite have the power it needs. So how do we get power? Now, yeah, there's still no power going into this, so let's just double check everything's A-OK at the Tower of Power, because we might have some problems over there. Maybe a creeper blew up and destroyed some of our wire, or maybe we made a mistake when we were putting the wire down and it's not going to the right place. Now, this electric fence here is so badass. Let me show you how it works. If I get too close, it's going to zap me. Oh my god! Almost killed me. Okay, well, I'll stay away from that because I do not want to die. But yeah, let's take a look, because what I have done is, you can see where I dug into the marble right here. And if you look through the scaffold, you can see that there's an aluminium wire going all the way up this. But it's connected to our Elite now. Our Elite energy cube, but I think maybe it's not coming out the right way. Maybe it has to come out by this panel here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this slime hatchet to dig away at these stairs. It might take a while. There we go. Oh! Why did I take damage? Maybe I'm getting too close to this power. Now it looks like the wire's going in there okay. But maybe it isn't. Let's just hook it up to here instead. Or maybe here? I don't know. What's going on here? Why can't we feed out some of the power from this cube? If we right click on it, it's definitely getting input. You can see there's some oh wait, that was going down a bit, but now it's gone back up. Maybe that means that it's sucked the power out and it's used it in the factory. So let's get down there and see if what we've done has made a difference. I'm going to eat a slime ball so I get my health back. There we go. Oh, pardon me. Right, let's take a look. Are we getting power? Yes, we are! Yes, okay. So the problem was it wasn't hooked up to the power cube correctly. But now it is. We're back in business. Now, wait a minute. Where's the... Have we not got... What's going on? We got electricity going in here. It says it's running. But where is the... Oh, no. Where is the compression? Where's the wafer? What do we need to do? What have we done wrong? Right, and there we go. So this thing is definitely moving, but it's taking a long time. I think the problem might be that it's too far from here to the power cube, and then to the power cube from the wind turbines. But if we just wait for a while until this thing charges up, and eventually we'll have our wafer. So we'll come back in a few minutes when this thing has finally cooked us a nice basic wafer. And in fact, while we're making the basic wafer, we might as well gather the other parts we need for a compressor. So that'd be aluminium, copper, and an anvil. So let's go and make those. Oh yeah, it's so close. Let's just wait here for this final little hurdle to be done and pick up the basic wafers. Almost there. Any second now. Come on. Bam! 3 basic wafers. Now, wow, that cost us 1 whole diamond to make those 3 basic wafers. So these things are really expensive. So how do we make a compressor then? Let's see. Inside a crafting table, it's aluminium, an anvil, copper, and a basic wafer. So let's go make a compressor. Double time. Okay, so the basic wafer, the anvil will put aluminium along the sides, copper in the middle, and yes, that's it. A compressor. Sweet. Now we can start compressing some steel into plates to make a launch pad. Now the compressor doesn't need power, it needs coal instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the compressor over on this side. Right click on it now. We need to put coal in there. But what else do we need to do now? We're trying to make a launch pad. So let's see. Launch. And to do that, we need blocks of iron and compressed iron. Compressed iron is iron ingots inside the ingot compressor. And that's exactly what that thing is. Now I'll gather up some coal from all these loose furnaces because we have a whole bunch inside these things and it's not doing anything. So let's put it to good use inside the compressor. Bam, 24 coal. And now we're also going to need some iron ingots and some blocks, I think. So let's just grab all of the iron from inside here. Now, if we run out of this, we do have plenty of iron still in the smeltery, I think. So don't worry about that. Now, one thing I'm worried about is I think there's some kind of lag going on, and I suspect it might be created by our energy cube and our wire, so I better be careful about that. Now, let's see. I'll put the iron in here, the coal in the bottom, and is this going to create compressed iron? Let's wait and see. Oh, it's swallowed a coal. So is it going to actually make it now? It's definitely swallowed some. There it is, compressing. All right, sweet. But I think the lag is slowing us down a little bit. That's probably what's going on over here, actually. That's probably why the circuit fabricator is taking so long to make stuff. Come on, almost there. Here we go, guys. Oh, yeah, 3 compressed irons. Sweet. So now I can go and make the launch pad. Oh, yeah. Just going to eat some slime to keep my hunger up. Oh, yeah. Now, this slime probably gives me really bad breath, but you know what? It's the easiest, most convenient food. It's a lot like junk food, actually. I imagine if there was junk food in the mod pack, it would probably be gelatinous slime. Because, ew, imagine eating this. It's like eating jelly 24/7. And nobody can live off eating jelly all their lives. Now, what am I going to do? Let's see. You put the blocks of iron along the bottom, the compressed iron along the top, and bam! 9 rocket launch pads. Sweet. Oh, we're getting so close. I'm so close to being able to rescue Sips. This is pretty exciting. Right, guys, well, that's been it for this episode of Sjintech Space Rescue. This episode, we built the really cool, you can see in the background there, machine factory room. And what we can do is we can fill that up with all the machines that require power, all the mechanism machines, all the compressors, combobulators, recombabulators, cadubators, transmogrifiers, all those fantastic machines that don't even exist or are in the mod pack and need that power. Next episode, we can put down these launch pads and get one step closer to launching our rocket. We need a NASA workbench as well, which we can do next episode. And what I'll probably do between this episode and next is create all of the compressed iron, compressed steel, and compressed ingots that we need, the compressed plates, to make a NASA workbench, and maybe the rocket too. But I've been Sjin, and this has been Sjintech Space Rescue. Hit the like and favorite and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next episode for some more space action. Take care.